Where did we go wrong? How do we find ourselves hoping there's just an inch of life for us trying to hold on? I'm proud to be the only king. Kinky, curly, downright black and dirty, full of neurons. Let's find breath within our lungs. Inside we fight for what's right. Let's overlook the righteous. We hang our arms. Don't use our voice to link up or to bear arms. Too many lames, cowards and loud. Outsiders toting the guns. Laugh and cry later. Don't do me no favors. She said I'm wrong. Please leave me alone. If I ever face what's that, I just sit here daily, be crying all night long. That's the mental we stay away from. Get around some day ones. Bring about the change that's needed. Alleviate frustrations. I get confused when it's time to pay dues. Old heads won't help like major tools. I'm only 26, dawg. What can a little nigga offer you? Unless I got time in my pocket that you never thought to use. In that case, you overdue. I focus elsewhere. This is trial and error. Would you rather be real lucky or real clever? Please believe this is nothing to be one-time measured. But these principles be the standards that last forever. That last forever. This is trial and error. Would you rather be real lucky or real clever? Please believe this is nothing to be one-time measured. But these are principles be the standards that last forever. That last forever. What moves do I have, if any? What? Pick up my bags, I'll be free at last. Don't wanna hear another word from my bum ass past. I graduate to know what's fate and what's a fantasy line. I didn't walk the wrong path maybe a couple of times. Stepping through, I hope to see windows and green leaves. Freedom of speech, sunshine, rhythm up under my feet. Is it a dream? I check the clock for times like this. People around you can't understand what it means to exist. So make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up. I see my time around the world before I'm giving it up. I see myself living for me instead of living for her. That's rare. Two worlds niggas can never compare. Giving time to a world that'll never be there. So get your weight up, press. Hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up. And get your weight up, press. Hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up. And get your weight up, press. Hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Yeah. Kimbro. Keep your head up. Gotta chase your dreams out the paper. Over time things change. So much bloodshed, it's a shame. Don't know what the future holds. Humble, I'll remain. Don't replace fear where trust should be. Right here, shouldn't know what your left think. Don't compare the size, focus on your team. Can't be myself, won't be anything. Grant me peace, I've been patient. Trying to find solutions without foundation. One life, better not waste it. Gotta adjust with the times, be adjacent. What's fair, not equal. In life, notice you get no sequel. Sometimes my soul feel conflicted, but I keep my head up, prevent from getting wet up. And times things get better, till then Glock and sweater. I wake up, make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a martyr, dream big, be a father, word up.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories. You already know how we coming. We appreciate everybody for rocking with us. And for the people who've been rocking with us, The long way, no Diddy. Of course, we appreciate you. Say what's up to him, Brody.
Man, welcome back. Bedtime Stories. Feels good to be back on this Bear Down Sunday. Lovely Sunday, blessing Sunday. You know, we here again. Back never left.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah. So one thing we want to get to right now, is we looking at Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates. Now we gonna get to a few things. At the top of the show, honestly, we got, I would say, 4 or 5 topics that I feel like a lot of people, got some sort of smoke with. Number one, bear down. I'm not really on the train. I just don't want to have the train leave me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on the train. The Bears. I haven't really bet on, but if I had to bet, I would probably bet against over the years. I know somebody. I'll talk to some dude who say, "Man, I bet against the Bears every Sunday." He's from Chicago. He grew up in Chicago, man. So you know what I'm saying? It's cool to see we got Bears fans popping out everywhere. Dwayne Wade all of a sudden popping out Bears fan. All these Bears coming out of hibernation, man.
Look, we don't want any ride along. We don't want any second guess Bears fans. You want to look, you gotta be with us when the times was rough. When we had Rex Grossman, Mitch Trubisky. We right now, we're not gonna let anybody cloud our judgment. We gotta let anybody cloud our positive atmosphere that we have around the Bear Nation. Like Mojo Brooks said, man, French tip on me for Caleb Williams. He can get his nails done, he can get his feet done, whatever he need to get done, get it done. But we ride with him 1,000%. We bearing down today, man. Go Bears.
Bearing down, go Bears. Yeah. So I mean, clap it up for the Bears. They doing their thing. We not going. At the end of the day, they winning. So okay, that's cool. That's cool. But without further ado, man, let's get to our first topic. So, first topic, man. First topic here is let me see. Kevin Gates. Now, Kevin Gates, man, for the most part, I would say number one, he hasn't been in the media per se about a lot of BS that's going on, but right now it seemed like he's definitely he's definitely in the spot where he doesn't necessarily want to be in, especially with the public. So let me see. Let me make sure y'all can see me and the screen. All right, so I'm a screen share in a second, but I want us to look at this real quick. It says, "Yikes! Kevin Gates accuses Drika Gates of allegedly filing for divorce after he stopped giving her money." Okay, so we read a little bit of this, but I want to get down to some of the main points. So I want to see if we could just play this clip after. But it says, he said, "When you do interviews, don't even bring up my name." He's talking to Drika Gates. "Tell them about how you stole my money. Go open up a dispensary, and it wasn't even open a month ago." Now, here's the deal. I spoke to a lot of people on Facebook, a few people. They said pretty much Kevin Gates then cheated on 1,001 times. This is what a couple females hop in and say and talk about. They say he made a song about it. All these different things. I didn't realize that he was doing all this to begin with. I wasn't close, but Drika seemed like a chill girl, and every guy understands this. You go after a girl and you try your best, man. You try your best. You get her. I'm not saying I do this, but this was going around.
Okay.
I'm not saying I do this. You get her. Next thing you know, man, you act like you don't act the same. Now it's hard for a brother to keep up that type of performance and energy and effort towards anything. This is anybody. I'm not just talking about the brothers, the guys, or whatever. So what's your take on that, bro? You know, I'm a you know try to play what he said, but what you think? Here's Kevin Gates' problem. Real quick before you go, Drika Gates reportedly seeks over $70,000 in monthly support. They got kids together. Claims Kevin Gates stopped paying kids tuition and property taxes. And Gates pretty much butthurt.
Man, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. That's first and foremost. We all know that. And there's only so much that any human being can take. Now, for the sake of the kids, I can understand where Drake is coming from in the sense if he stopped paying for the kids' tuition, and the property taxes because Kevin Gates is the breadwinner of the situation of their situation, and he's going to be in line to make those payments because of his financial success. But does that make it 70K a month? People don't make 70K a year. So 70K a month is a pretty steep price to pay. But Kevin Gates he worked hard to get in this situation. He's been flying different women around. I didn't even know that he was married to her because he got married to Drea. Was that what? No, he got not Drea. He got married to Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner, I believe.
Right. Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner.
Brittany Griner, but maybe a year back, they was married. So I wasn't really sure what was going on. But I'm guessing as long as he was paying what he was paying, it wasn't no problem. And now once those payments stop, now you see it's a problem. I just hope that they can really come to an agreement for the kids because they can go back and forth about what they have done to each other, what's been going on behind closed doors. I'm pretty sure she probably did steal the money and go build, the weed dispensary. I can believe that, but sometimes when the women feel like they're back against the wall, you put the cat in the corner, they can come out scratching, and that's what I feel like she's doing right now. Her back is against the wall. Kevin Gates has always been a very intriguing guy. He got a lot of skeptical things attached to his name. I'll just say that he's big on enlightenment and knowledge and spiritual reading and stuff like that. But in the same token, he does give off a little bit of P Diddy vibe in certain situations. This is just fact. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying that's the aura and fact he gives off sometimes. But for Kevin Gates' sake, he just needs to go ahead and just pay her what she wants. Probably, meet us somewhere in the middle. Maybe not 70. Can we do 30, 35? Maybe 40 a month. But at the same token, Kevin Gates is not that big time artist that he was in 2017, 2018, 2016. Things change. But if they change, hopefully they change for the better. Just try to shed light on their situation and pray that it can come to a really a conclusion that both parties can win for the kids. That's what really mainly about. But Kevin Gates, you're not going to win in the court of law, in their opinion, because in their opinion, you've been going around finding another woman, you spending money, and that's the perfect recipe for her to win that case.
Yeah. And you said a lot of thought provoking things. Kevin Gates he's a let's just keep it real. He's an odd guy. He's an odd guy. Yeah, he's I've seen him on plenty of podcast. Big Brother, Big Brother, man. He make you feel like he one of those guys. He don't have it all together, but like he's such in a great mood right now. You don't want to mess with his mojo. You know what I'm saying? Like he one of them, bro.
Yeah. You don't want that person like come off my page, man. He's a different guy for sure. He's a different guy, and that's what makes the world go around. If everybody was the same, it would be the same world. So we can only hope that Kevin Gates sees the light. And you don't want to get into a cat fight with your old lady because it ain't gonna end well. He's gonna get ridiculed and he's gonna get hanged to be the bad guy online. just try to avoid all that. Keep everything on the hush hush. Keep everything quiet. There's no need for the people to know your business because once your business get out there, that's what gives people the right to start nitpicking. Something that we doing right now. We nitpicking at them, but
Yeah.
it's life. You chose this life to be in the broad, in the fame, in the limelight. So it's what comes with it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure. I want to look at this, man. It says Drika Gates reportedly seeks over $70K in monthly supports. Claims, he stopped paying for the kids and their tuition and all this. Drika Gates files for divorce following 9 years of marriage. Okay. Now I want to see if actually let me see if we go up a little bit here. This is Kevin Gates speaking real quick, and let me see if we can hear what he's saying, man. Let's see.
Since you want to attack my image, you hear me? Hey, Drake, I challenge you to tell people that we had an Islamic marriage. I challenge you to tell people that my children live with me for the last 2 years. I challenge you to tell people that you didn't file for a divorce or whatever you call a divorce until I stopped giving you money because you and your family have been stealing from me the whole time. Tell them that. Since you want to paint it like I'm a deadbeat dad, I take care of my children, and I was still taking care of you while you was with that. Tell them that. Tell them I've been gone since 2020. Tell them the truth. Because you are a goddess. You're just a goddess of manipulation and darkness. Tell them the truth. Tell the truth. When you do interviews, don't even bring my name up. Get it off you. Tell them how you stole my money to go open up a dispensary, and it wasn't even open a month because it was got through unrighteous acts. Tell them that. Since you got everybody thinking I don't take care of my kids and was still taking care of you, why you with that? But he ain't married you or wife you or whatever, however it went. Now I'm up because I done moved on with my life. Because I ain't want to be manipulated no more. That what you? Come on, man. Hey, the internet believe what they want to, but out that black top, hey, I'm still him.
That's Kevin Gates, man. That's Kevin Gates.
Hey, Kevin Gates, bro. Hey, look, Kevin Gates, bro. We seen you been living your life, man. Way before she been doing her, And it stings. It always stings a little bit more when you find out your old lady been doing her on the side. Females gotta understand, if you're gonna be doing you can't expect that man to keep hitting your hand as well as he was when y'all was together before you was doing you. That's just in this what do they call it in basketball? It's called the unwritten rules. That's an unwritten rule. If you once you start messing around with somebody else and he been hitting your hand, especially if he claiming that the kid's been with him for 2+ years, living with him. I'm not sure how true that is, but once again, fellas, you gotta understand. Hell has no fury like a woman scorn. And when things are not going their way, they're going to find any type of way to try to manipulate the situation. I'm not going to call her agent of darkness because I'm not going to call Kevin Gates is real witty with how he presents his words to the people that can make you think like, hey, he got a point. But to be fair, I really do believe that it's on both of them because if she was going to file for a divorce, she should have been filed for a divorce when he married the other chick, Brittany. Once he married her, that wasn't an appropriate time. Okay, I'm just going to get my name clear from you and file that divorce because it would have been more appropriate. Why am I still? But in Kevin's Gates, he did say they was in an Islamic marriage, so he can have multiple wives under that, religion. So it's a thin line between love and hate. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, well, we got another guy going through it right now. Another guy going through it. Devin Haney. Okay, Devin Haney. I don't want my kid on my ex's socials because of her OnlyFans. Now, Devin Haney, man. Now, Devin Haney can't leave these ads, man. Devin Haney, he's a person who has come up through the ranks. He's a boxer, by the way. For anybody who does not know, he's a boxer. In my eyes, a successful boxer. Yeah, you go inside that ring, man. You go inside that square circle, like Floyd said. Anything can happen. One punch could do it. So we not talking about his boxing acumen off the charts. I'm not trying to step in the ring with him. But when it comes to his decision making and emotions for the ladies, you had. I'm not sure. Is this the same chick that was in Thugger?
Yeah, that's his
This
baby
her?
mama.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one
Let
he
me let.
married.
Go ahead, bro. What you say?
No, that's the one he married. I'm just confirming. That was the one he was engaged to. That's the one that he put a baby in. So she had the baby. Debo, he's dealing with a lot of embarrassment right now.
Right.
That's all it is. Go ahead though.
Okay. So it says here, Devin Haney is firing back after his ex-fiance Lena Sade filled legal papers in hopes of posting their kid on social media without his approval, claiming her OnlyFans career is a good reason to keep their 1 year old off her pages. All right. That's interesting.
He's poking in a soft spot right now. He's trying to do anything he can do to control the situation. And Deb, man, I'm not gonna say I feel your pain because God forbid, mother of my child has an OnlyFans. I'll be sick too. I'll be throwing up. But that's her child too, man.
Yeah.
It's her child too, so it's hard for me to say. I mean, she can't post. I mean, but I understand why you wouldn't want that, because it's like what Pusha T say. You can clean her up for IG, but the stench is still on her.
Stench is still on her.
The stench will still be on her, so it's tough. Oh man, it's tough. That's one of the worst things, especially when you're a successful young black man, and then you wake up one day and see your lady going to go visit young thug at jail. It can be just diabolical.
Yeah.
Hoodwinked. He felt like he was tricked, bamboozled. But damn, man, let's stay focused on the ring. It's plenty, an ample amount of women out there for you that be ready to act right. You gotta stop going for the well-known faces or the faces that, man, get you somebody, at least somebody from overseas that maybe don't speak too much English.
Go get somebody
It's
that's
more
that's
out there.
that's a waitress. What's wrong with that? Go get a librarian.
Yeah, somebody who never who only got 400. They bad, but only got 400 followers. They only follow their real family and friends. It's okay. She ain't gotta have 100,000 followers.
Right.
You gonna be alright. You the breadwinner. You gotta stop chasing these chicken heads, man. I ain't trying to call you old lady, your baby mama, a chicken. I'm not saying that. But from the looks of it, she got OnlyFans, and you making all this money. She want to be seen.
Right.
She want to be seen. She get her empowerment is from people telling her she look good, and that's the last thing you need. Is when is people really just getting free for life to go ahead and expose their body for a couple of hard eyes and a couple trips and he highs and laughs, and giggles. So, in time, she's gonna see that you're right, but you doing it like this is just gonna make her rebel even more.
Yeah, it says that posting restriction, however, does not restrict Lena's ability to tell her followers all she wishes about her role as a mother. It says here Haney's team included multiple exhibits from Sade's OnlyFans page, which include captions like "all set for an orgy" and that she is looking to juice a blank. Any
Ah,
blank will do.
oh my God.
They are all, of course, protected by free speech, Edwards wrote, and sex sales, but it takes one unbalanced fantasizer to create risk for their child Chrome.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. Listen, Devin, why go after OnlyFans model? I mean, this is and then have a kid by it. I just don't understand that. I is there are so many and you have access. The thing is, you have access to a plethora of women around the world, not just US, the world. So my thing is, why go and actually commit for life? I'm not for 18 years. Let's please stop it. I was just in Chicago, my mama house, you know what I'm saying, a few months ago. it's gonna be time and time again. You gotta take care of this child, man. You gotta see that image. You gotta deal with her attitude, personality. You gotta deal with not just her, but the friends around her, the crew, the entourage, the family members, and then you pushing out money every single month. That's you know
Nah,
80,000 a month, whatever it's gonna be, whatever you doing. I remember we did a story. Actually, let's see how much does Devin Haney pay in child support.
sure, it's an asinine number probably.
Devin, the amount allegedly included. Yeah, his child support fee is 18,000 a month. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Devin Haney, it says here, hang on, man. It says the amount Devin Haney and say welcome their child, but there's an allowance he pays. So $100,000 for car allowance, $100,000 for in a lump sum, $17,500 in child support every single month. And then allegedly he also had to pay her legal fees within some they weren't married though. They weren't married.
No, they weren't. I think
Okay.
he proposed to her though. It wasn't married though. It was engaged,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. Well, this is point being, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I know he don't want to kick out money, because of what's going on, but hey man, you sort of engineered this situation, man.
Yeah, I mean it's easier said than done because one, you could be it, it could be a fling. You could just be having fun, start off having fun with her, and man, sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror and realize who you are. Because once she gets pregnant, she's not getting rid of that baby.
No.
I don't care how you slice it, how you twist it to it, she's going to keep the baby. And as men, we gotta understand, girls when they're little, what they do when they're young, they play mother. So it's in their DNA to want to have life. Let alone that you're a young black male that's making money and have fame. Well, now you at her will basically.
Yeah, yeah. You at her mercy, man, for sure.
Have mercy. So, champ, champ, you gotta right now. You in the champ.
Bro, just tuned.
Yo,
Okay, you back.
yeah, call it came in. Yeah, bro, champ, you in the championship rounds right now, man. You have to just really prepare yourself for. You have to really prepare yourself for. You have to prepare yourself for the worst, but just expect the best though for your child. And
Yeah.
you gotta put your best foot forward for your child. Never mind her. She's gonna. That's a blemish right now that you probably won't be able to really brush up. But in due time, hopefully she can come to the light and see that the decisions and choices that she's making is not the best. But for the sake of your child, just try to love on your child, and you can love her from a distance. But you have to bite the bullet right now.
Yeah. And pretty much that's what he's finding out, man. That's what he's finding out. Plenty of people tried to tell him. Plenty of people tried to tell him, but at the end of the day, man, you can only learn. You only gonna learn on your own. It seems like you only gonna learn on your own. So that's the that's the reality. The unfortunate reality. Um, next topic we got coming, man. We got the Bears, man, making headlines, making segue into what they actually want to do. And to be honest, I think they have a great shot. A great shot at winning the Super Bowl, possibly. Possibly. I'm not going to bet against them. I'm not going to bet against them. So it says here, Bears versus Rams prediction. Can the Bears continue their magic by upsetting Matthew Stafford and the Rams? Now, this is interesting because Remember, Tom Brady failed to this guy. Tom Brady was on his way to his what, 7th or 8th ring. Tom Brady fell to him. They were going back and forth, making plays after plays, catch after catch. You remember that game. Matthew Stafford put the Patriots away. Okay. I believe OBJ was on his team. It says here in the final of the divisional round of the playoffs, the Chicago Bears play host. So we at Soldier Field to the Los Angeles Rams. Okay. So the Rams got to come and play in this cold weather. We're going to see what happens. Chicago is coming off yet another wild comeback victory, having stormed back from a 21-3 halftime deficit to beat the Packers with the last-minute touchdown pass from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore. The Bears are the number 2 seed and will get to host this game, but they are nevertheless underdogs in the contest. Los Angeles staged a comeback victory of its own last week after previously having blown a large lead during the game. The Rams trailed twice in the fourth quarter against the Panthers, but came right back with a touchdown pass to take the lead and then ultimately win it. They were road favorites last week against Carolina and will be again this week in Chicago. Will the Bears continue their magical run, or will the Rams go into Soldier Field, okay, and win? All right. So this is yet to be seen. This is yet to be seen. Before we break down some key storylines, here's a look at what you can watch. So the game comes on today at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. NBC, Soldier Field. Who you got for this one, bro? I mean, you know, I ain't even gotta ask. You know, you bought the Caleb Williams jersey, but I would say the Bears. I don't even know. We'll see. We'll see about this one. I believe that the Bears are sneaky. I believe that, you know, Caleb Williams, he's fearless, especially when he's playing behind the ball. Okay. And I mean that figuratively, all right, figuratively and literally. So at the end of the day, I believe that it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. You know, we just
I know you ain't talking about Bears.
oh yeah.
Man, look, it's going down today. Look, man, it's going down, people. It's been a decade. It's been about a decade since we smelt the playoffs. I can remember back, man, what year is this? Was this 06? We went to the Super Bowl? I believe 07. I haven't felt this excitement in a long time. It's been kind of hard, you know, to be a Bears fan over the years, you know, constantly getting punched on by Aaron Rodgers, and he just owning us and taking our hearts year after year. But right now, it's a new sheriff in town. Caleb Williams has brought new life into the Bears. He has cultivated the city and really just brought an atmosphere to the city that you can't fake it right now. We have a real chance of doing something in the playoffs. We got one win. Great season right now. I mean, if we lose today, I'm not going to speak this on. But even if we do lose today, I'm going to hold my head high because it's been a great year. It's been a great season, and whether we win, lose, or draw, I'm going down with the ship, or I'm riding with the ship. You know, I'm bearing that. It's bear down today, bro. I'm ready.
I mean, these Bear fans are just hilarious, man. These Chicago Bears. I mean, you can hear the trepidation in his voice. He's been through a lot. Aaron Rodgers been belt to ass. Aaron Rodgers is no longer in Green Bay. Y'all finally get past Green Bay. Can hold your head high. I almost got smoked.
Bro, that first half. They had me. You know, they had me in that first half. I was sick, and I was throwing up. The second half, we fought back. The only thing I like about the Bears, they are a testament of the city because the city sometimes we look down. Sometimes we may look out. Sometimes we may look like everything else is about to fail. But when you stay true to what you are and you have morals and a foundation and a philosophy of grit and grind. Sometimes, you can be weary and be weak. You can weep at night, but joy comes in the morning. And this is our morning. This is our
Bro, this
time,
dude
right?
sound like a preacher or something, bro. Like he really, really,
Joy
really.
comes in the morning, yo. Hey, Caleb, we riding with you, bro. I'm with you. The city behind you. We here. Bear down.
Man, bro. I mean, I was obviously this guy is for the Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying? No kidding. Let's clap it up for the Bears, man. You know, if they do win, I'm gonna be right there. I appreciate what the city is doing, galvanizing the troops, and all Bears fans are just very extremely supportive. So we gonna see, bro. Game comes on at 5:30. I'm sorry, 6:30 Eastern time. Comes on at 6:30. So we'll see. Hopefully, the Bears, do their thing and can get a victory. Can get a victory, bro.
I think we will. I think we will. I think we're gonna take care of business. It's a cold day. It's a cold day in the city today. But I feels like 4 degrees, but I think it's 10 degrees listed, maybe 18 degrees, something like that. But it's cold. It's real cold. So it's gonna be a fight, bro. It's gonna be a fight today. But I think we'll get the job done. I truly believe that.
Yeah. I wanna talk about, John Morant and his teammate pretty much. So pretty much John Morant is talking to this teammate. For those of you who don't know, John Morant is an exceptional basketball NBA talent. And he's in Memphis right now going crazy because evidently they don't necessarily want to play him and he don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is John Morant. Now, we've played basketball, me and bro, high school, outside of, at the rec, YMCA, whatever. When you talking to a guy like this that's on your team, I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't care if you the star player or not. This is a problem. You you talking to on your team, bro?
You
Let me
told you
just play
told
the
bro.
video. Let me just play the video. Let me just play the video first. See.
Ничего себе. Да, контент.
So pretty much he's saying, oh yeah, you're not like that. Here's the deal. Number one, John Morant, you're not like that, man. Because you would have went to the back if you really was trying to put hands on somebody. If you really want to put hands on somebody and show him something, you would have went to the back with the man. Okay. Secondly, okay, you back, bro. Secondly, so we was looking at that video, man. John Morant talking crazy to his partner. The partner said, hey, let's go to the back. John Morant saying, yo, what's
I'm
up?
right
I'm
here.
right here.
Look, you're not
I'm right here. I've been
not
right
finna
here
give me
5 minutes. I'm right here.
you're
Now,
not finna give
granted,
me the you can do whatever to me, bro.
huh?
You gonna do something, do it right here. You not. That's one thing. Look, I hear people say, look, we want to squabble, man. Come on, man. Step back here. No, let's do it in front of the people, just in case these things gonna go my way. I know that
Right,
tactic backed
right,
up.
right, right. See, that's the thing. John
I
Morant
know
want to
that.
do it for bro. That fight not gonna last 3 seconds, man.
You know it ain't gonna last 3 seconds. I know that, man. He ain't crazy. He's still smart. He got here. He got to have some type of knowledgeable, what I'm saying, credentials to your game. You can't. And he's not a very big guy. He's probably about 6. No, did he about 6'3"?
6'3", like he
Man,
about 6'3", 180. Like,
180.
yeah,
Dude he was talking to had to be at least 6'7". You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Two something. He talking about go to the back. What we going to the back for? Anything we can do in the back, we can do right here, bro. I'm not finna step to the back with you, bro. Then the way you drill them, I'm gonna go to the back.
Then somebody,
I'm
then
cool, bro.
somebody, then you rock somebody's jaw like right then and then they say, "All right, see me later," and then
I punched the kid one time. I punched the kid in elementary school. Story time, real quick. I punched the kid in elementary school, and when I punched him, he did this. Meet me after school, and Lord knows that I meet that man after school. I went home. You got to know how to pick your battles. You don't just, you know what I'm saying, you pick your battles wisely. Don't walk into it. Don't just walk right into an ass whooping now.
You hit him
Don't
with
do that.
everything, didn't you?
I didn't give him everything, but I gave him about I gave him at least about 65 to 75%. Like it was a quick. I didn't follow through with it because we
Okay.
were still inside the classroom. The man was talking about my mama. This elementary about this seventh, eighth grade. He's talking about my mama. He's getting the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I gave him one. Gave him one. But he was a big guy though. He was a big guy. Gave him one to the jaw. He ate the punch like it was a goddamn Salisbury steak. Didn't really do nothing to him. Meet me after school, boy. And it's probably about 30 minutes until we was forced time to leave. I guarantee you for at least about for that next 30 minutes, all I can think about was routes to escape. Okay, we got the back door over here, we got the side exits. They're gonna let us out right here. And what makes it so crazy is, you would think people your friends. My friends like, hey Josh, where you going? They see me leaving out the front door. What you doing? Bro said me, him in the power. Like, man, I'm gone. My people outside. I don't know who outside. I just know I ain't going to there, goddammit.
Right.
Hey, you gotta know that you gotta know it's a time to fight, it's a time to flight. And I ain't mad at you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man. You was a smart man that day, bro.
Man, if you're gonna get me, you gonna have to get me on your time. You ain't gonna get me on my time. You gotta get me on
Right.
your time. You ain't
I'm
damn
not
sure
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
get me.
I'm not gonna walk right into an ass whooping.
I'm not gonna do that. You gonna have to earn this, man. Yeah, look, I ain't just gonna give you a free beat. No, I ain't signing up for that.
Yeah, they talking about trading John Morant to Miami.
Yeah, I think he just
So
bought a crib out there for like 3.2 million. Just bought a crib. Hopefully, John can get it together though. Because he's a superb talent. He's only about 24 years old, I believe. Uh, One of the bright young stars in the NBA. Bright future. He's rich. Should be set for the rest of his life. He's on a max contract. So he has a bright future. But John, look, one thing you have to understand: the NBA is here before you, and it's going to be here after you. So you can't squander these years and think that the NBA is going to wait for you to get yourself together. Man, get it together, John. You're not a gangster. You're not
oh
no. You're
man,
not a tough guy.
I
You're not.
re- I really wish he would stop that, bro. I really wish he would stop that.
Out there, bro. Like, you're not, bro. Nobody's worried about you upping your gun and shooting them 3, 4, 5 times. I don't understand why you want to be from that anyway.
Right.
Your dad paved out a good life for you, man. Enjoy yourself, live life. Ain't nothing wrong with you, having your swag and having roar. I ain't saying you no punk. I ain't saying that. But it's you make millions, bro. You need to strap at home, man. Any of your friends, somebody get an OG around them, tell them like, bro, get them out of Memphis though. Memphis is a strap. It's a gun city. People they walked around with their choppers to the gas station out in the open. So yeah, this might be the best thing for them. Go to Miami where it's pretty ladies and good weather.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Um Listen, Ja, real quick. I'm talk to you for a quick second, man. You, in my opinion, you are not as talented as D Rose. This is just
Oh no.
is my opinion. This is just my opinion. You're not as talented as D Rose. So for me, I believe that number one, you should cherish the basketball moments that you have. Derrick Rose did. He got hurt. He wasn't the same player ever again. So, not MVP Rose. So you have a phenomenal opportunity in front of you. And Ja Morant, the people who are not trying to see you successful in every aspect of life, you got to get rid of them. I'm sorry. If that person is your mom, your auntie, your cousin, the homie you grew up with, you have to get from around them because you will look up. I think they said, how old is Ja Morant? Let me see. How old is Ja Morant? John Morant, you're 26 years old. You're young. You're young. You have at least a quality 6 to 8 years left to play within the NBA. But that's not a long time, Ja. That's not a long time. So you got 6 to 8 years to make millions of dollars. the people who are paying you, they gonna see your trajectory going down because you highly athletic. You know, a lot of people don't play as long as Chris Paul. A lot of people don't play as long as Vince Carter. But Vince Carter, he was able to play as long. The reason why I'm using Vince Carter, CP3 was another world, right? Intellectual juggernaut. You know, the quintessential PG. Vince Carter, I'll compare you to, and here's why. Vince Carter was the most athletic we've probably ever seen, next to Michael Jordan and, you know, Dominique Wilkins. Vince Carter developed a jump shot. Vince Carter developed something, you know, that I would like to call, which is a intangible, a mind for the game. Now that's a lot of different things within that, but also another thing that Vince Carter had that you seems like you don't have unless from a small group of people, likability. Vince Carter was not a hated NBA player. Vince Carter was someone who was substantial to their team locker room and also did not detour the team from being the best that it could possibly be, and was a great three-point shooter. You have both of those things working against you, and now you have an entire organization working against you, trying to get you out of there. That's not a good look. Don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap.
Please don't. Please, y'all, don't fall for the trap, y'all. We done seen a lot of young greats come and go. Stevie Franchise, you know, y'all, you at a point right now in your career, either you can excel and make the most of this of your. I'll probably say you're entering your prime, right? You would say, especially for an athletic
Yeah,
type point guard like
I would
yourself,
say 27 prime. Yep, prime.
you're entering your prime, John. So make the most of it, and don't give them a reason to cut it short. You know, if you go out on your terms, John. You made your money. Now it's time to solidify yourself as far as a historian, as one of the all-time greats that ever do it. If that's what you want.
What you gonna prove being somebody in the middle of the middle of the gym flow? Like what that prove?
John, John, you was hoping your manager got him to put his hands on you. Right, John. He said, "Go." You
That's
want that
scared
smoke?
talk. I know
Yeah,
that's scared.
I
Like
know.
that's
And
scared talk.
I'm
Oh,
right
I'm
here.
right here.
You want me to beat you right
You right.
here? I'm trying to save face. He don't
Right.
want to beat you right here. He said, "I'm gonna go to the back and get it on." And no comments say, "You don't want to get it on," and that's fine. You're a millionaire. What? Why are you getting on with the team? I'm with you, John. I'm not laughing at that shit. I would never got it on with him either. Not right there. Like, bro, you my teammate. I ain't mad. I just bought a crib for 3 point something. I'm good. We have no reason to be out here squabbling, looking like, you know, just because we don't agree about something, it don't mean you gotta come to fist and blows all the time. That's what's wrong with people. I'm not gonna just say black people. That's what's wrong with people. Just because me and you don't agree with something or have a point of misunderstanding, don't mean that we have to beat the understanding into each other. We ain't gotta do that. No, the team is ready to move on. He said, man, he asked them, what's the problem? Why you don't like us? Josh said, man, I don't like y'all. Oh, whoa, 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 brother, hold on. I can understand what attention at, but at the end of the day, like Josh said, man, dude, you just got here, bro. I've been holding it down for the last 45 years. Yes, we had some rough patches. Yes, I've, let myself down, my team and my family. But at the end of the day, you're not the owner of the team. I'm Ja Morant still, you know. Yeah, I'm still Ja Morant. So sometimes it's not. It's about your name, and your name holds a certain level of notoriety. And Ja, he's hanging on to that. But Ja, just as much as they love you, they can hate you. No good deed goes unpunished, and we know. You could either die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Man, that. Those are lines I stand by, man. And it's from the Dark Knight. It's from the Dark Knight trilogy. One of my, I love that whole scene. The Joker. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. But yeah,
Legend.
man. Damian Lillard had to find, and all these guys we mentioned in Ja are light years past you in regards to trying to do what's best for their career. Every time I see you, you just doing something wrong. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? They recording you with the gun. You bringing guns on the plane. You know, shaking, you know, driving with your dad. And I'm not. Look, I'm for all that, except for the guns and all. You know what I'm saying? I'm for you having a good time. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is, Ja, like you making it hard for people to support you. You making it hard for every person to see the human in you because you keep doing things that take you away from being for being regarded as somebody we want to respect and that's relatable. We can't relate to somebody making millions of dollars and still just want to fight. Still wanna be in the hood. At least not to me, bro. I can't
But he,
relate to somebody who got millions of dollars and still want to fight every day. Like, what are you talking about?
but I'm not to. I legit. You're from Memphis, but you're not from the rougher parts of Memphis, John. You grew up in a nice home. You know, your dad trained
Your
you
dad
very
was with
well.
you every step. Go ahead, bro. Go,
Step
go,
of the
go
way.
ahead. Go ahead,
He
bro.
was with you every step of the way, John. You know, come on. So basketball has gotten you here. Not the gunslinging thug image or persona that you want to perceive to people. That's not what's yes, you're perceived as cool and you're in the in crowd, but that's not what's got you to the pinnacle of your career right now. Basketball, your athletic ability, your um creative shot making, elite, flashy finishing at the rim. That's what's gotten you to the point that you're at now, and you don't want to lose sight of that because the NBA will remind you, like, bro, it's plenty of other people that love to be in this situation, and they paid you or you got your big contract. Don't think that they'll just give you another one just because. They gonna want to see you earn it. You see how they doing. You see how some stars get did. You're not Carmelo, you know. You're not Westbrook. You're not have nowhere near those type of careers. So, man, tread lightly, my brother. Think about it. You know.
And I ain't listen, Ja. I know we just a bunch of two broke Negroes trying to talk some sense into you. That's all it ever is, right? That's
That's
it.
all it is.
I've seen people go broke, Ja. I've seen people, they up. Oh man, I got this, I got that. You can't hear from them. And when they run low, they one of the nicest human beings on earth, Ja. I'm telling you, man. That it look like that's gonna be your story. I hope it's not, man. But see, what it was a brother on Instagram. I think I sent you his video. He said something that was potent and profound. He said, once we learn something, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, like, once we learn something and we ready to give it up and we ask people questions and they give us crazy answers, or you see people doing things that you believe that they should know already, we forget. We assuming that they've been taught what we've been taught already. We assuming that they are, intelligent, smart individuals. We assuming he, got it all together. And honestly, from the looks of it, we all got work to do. But from the looks of it, these are things that we just wouldn't be exhibiting to the public. And we forget that, man. We forget that other people are at different stages in their lives, whether they got $1 million or a million followers or whatever else. You still can't skip stages.
Yeah, John. He's 100. He's 26 years old. 90 plus M's in the bank account, probably more, right? So I understand how he probably feel untouchable, but man, the NBA has a way of letting you, man. They'll humble you, John. And
Right. And
you don't want
Travis,
that.
you
You
don't
don't want
want
that.
you don't want to be humble. You don't want to be humble. A
We don't want
lot
to be humble.
a lot of
Enjoy
people over the
this.
years was humble.
Yeah, enjoy this. You got all summer to dedicate them months for the NBA. And you got all summer to do what you want to do. You literally don't even have to work out in the summer if you don't want to. If that's just what you want to do, you just want to come back and ball during the year. In the summertime, you want to, hey, you just want to go kick it. You can do that because that's in your guidelines. That's your right. But come on, during the season, Josh, go by the conduct. Go by the code of conduct. So these folks ain't gotta be on your back. I know you're under a microscope, but this is what comes with great power. Wow, this is corny right here. With great power comes great responsibility. God damn it, no Spider Man. All right, you gotta do what you gotta do, John. Take care of your business. You got a family. You could change your family's trajectory, generational wealth. Think about it's bigger than yourself. Think about your family, your kids. Think about them because when you get older, you can be like, damn, I know I ain't just let go an extra 200 million because I wanted to be on Instagram flashing the gun like I'm a gangster. You're not NBA young boy. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not young boy. You're not them guys. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, you becoming a millionaire in your 20s without a brain or in no self-control can be one of the best things and one of the worst things at the same time. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds weird, but so many things can happen when you get that bread when in terms of family, agent, career-wise, but the money you spending. I mean, you have here's the deal. When you're not broke, I'm sorry, when you're not $100 million man, you have less to worry about. When you become $100 million man, now you have tons to worry about. You have tons of bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, now you got 10 people on your line asking for bread. You get them bread. Okay, cool. Now you got things to do. You got things to take care of. You got to make sure your agent hopefully not stealing from you. All these different things. So and then don't go broke because then you got people ridiculing you, talking about you in 5 years. If you go all kinds all kinds of stuff. So when I say the best thing, the best thing, you know, man, people got some bread. That's what people want. But the worst thing is a lot of other things can come after that. When you broke, you just broke. You just broke. You know what I'm saying? Middle class, you living your life. But once you get that bread, oh, she want to sue you now for 10 days. 10 days you was kicking them with her. Now you know what I'm saying? Alligator, man, bro. Bro, am I lying, bro? Like,
Don't set it set traps. And you're a young star. You're a young star. So you gotta be careful of the traps because they'll spring them. They'll spring them on you. Come on, RP Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe
man, RP Kobe
he
Bean.
went through what he went through, but he like, man, I ain't going. Nah, this ain't the path I want to go down. Let me tighten up. That's all you gotta do, John, is tighten up because you got all the qualities. You got God give. I mean, you worked for it, but you have God given athletic ability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
daddy played with Ray Allen, so let's not forget some of these things. Your dad got skill too. He passed that on. He did necessary. He nourished you.
Right.
Gave the necessary lifestyle to get to this point. Why jagging? Why jagging for a 15-second goddamn clip on Instagram, John?
Man,
To
and
show a gun that a fucking collective out. It's the gun that you're using. That motherfucker is so cold, and you ain't blowing it at all. Who you shoot? Who are you, John? Who you shooting at? Come on, Josh.
man,
Just keep it a bean, bro. Keep it a bean, Josh. Keep it real.
and I had this for the last topic because I knew we was going we could go a while. It's like, John, you don't understand, man. Obviously, you don't understand. There are so many different things that had to happen for you to get to this point. So many things had to happen right for you to get to this
Right.
point. You think
Yep.
it's just you. You think you Superman, bro. You know, and the NBA like humbling niggas like you. I'm just Negroes like you.
Oh, they love it. They
Look
love it.
at look at somebody who has all the talent in the world, has the mentality of somebody beyond his years, intelligent, has intangibles, and you got an entire institution trying to kick him to the curb. Sanders, he got it all. He's media trained, he's professional, he's talented, he has a great support system, right? Shadua Sanders got it all, in my opinion. Humble, but humble in the right way. Humble knowing that God got his back. God controls all. And for those folks who not necessarily religious, just think about how many times and things we think we know, and things happen that we necessarily didn't know would occur. Think about that. Think about what he going through and what he would give to actually get the money that he probably deserved. So I'm not saying that he's the best quarterback right now. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he was dealt an unfair hand coming into a space where he proved himself in college. He's a stand-up dude, no scandals, no gun, but you got the bag. So, in a nutshell, understanding all that, I hope someone tell you. I hope somebody try to instill some sort of wisdom inside you, man. Because at the end of the day, no Diddy, the right way. Because at the end of the day, you gonna come to a realization. I just hope it's not too late.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their own fight. Allen Iverson, you never thought 100 million can be blown in a lifetime. Hey, I did it. So I hope that's another thing. I hope you spending your money right. I hope you ain't gambling that off, because it seemed like you just like you a boastful Negro. That's what it seemed like to me. Like I could be wrong behind closed doors, bro. But it seemed like you just think the world revolve around you or something. Like you just can't control yourself. So
You're not in control. You're out of control, John.
yeah.
We ain't trying to preach to you. We ain't your daddy. You're a grown ass man. You're gonna do what you want to do, and you gotta stand on and live and doubt the decisions that you pick. But you're in a situation where it's not just about you. You're doing it for the people that's coming behind you, and you're doing it for your family. Just think of it like that, and you gonna be all right. I'm expecting big things from the job coming up, especially in Miami. Ain't no taxes out there, so you finna be getting good checks, right? Them checks finna be even more better than they already were in Memphis. So, man, take heed. Enjoy these moments, because they don't last forever. Everybody don't get 23 years like LeBron.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
don't get real.
Not at all. Especially not in the NBA. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That just don't happen.
And work on that jump shot too, man. You get that jump shot for real, so you ain't gotta be focusing, get that jump shot going. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of working on that shot, work on that jump shot, man.
Right. Instead of
Get that jump shot together, man.
going
You're right.
like all
Oh
it,
man.
bro. Like you want to blow something up so bad, bro.
Bombs of a Baghdad, that's a fire telly.
Mad Max. Yeah,
Man,
man.
Josh.
Oh, all right, man. We about to get up out of here tomorrow. Tomorrow we are on again for MLK Day. I'm gonna have some videos and we're gonna react to MLK, man. We gonna react to the real MLK. Sometimes schools portray him as just a peaceful brother, which he was, but he was much more than just preaching peace. He was preaching economic power. He was preaching stability. He was preaching collaborative processes. Empirical progress for black people and also a nation.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also preaching historical facts that pretty much show people who they were, whether you black, white, whatever else. It was historical facts, and he wanted every single person to be on a even playing field. So, not just speaking equality, but equity. Not just speaking freedom, but liberty. These are things that he was actually for. So we gonna bring that up tomorrow, and from the horse's mouth, we gonna hear about it. We gonna react to it and talk about it. You got anything else to lead the people out with, bro?
I know, hopefully you guys be here tomorrow. Join us, talk about the King, Martin Luther King, a legend, one of the last uh, one of the last true black legends that we had. White people, they got Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. We got King and Malcolm X. Talk
Right.
about it.
For sure. In this simulation, provide a demonstration to the high power showing who you are. Only then do we soar across the pages of life, man. Until next time, everybody, please levitate, enjoy yourself, enjoy this weekend. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.